Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Reverend Kathy. Welcome to Unity Door Spiritual Center here in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. Whether you were with us in person or actually on Zoom today. We have a power outage in our area, so the service will be interesting today. Cell phone, and hopefully you can hear us on Zoom. We can't see you today, so we're assuming you're with us. We can communicate with you, but anyway, this will be interesting. Mercury's retrograde, of course. So we're all set up in case it suddenly comes on, and we'll
figure it out.
Quite as loud.
Yeah.
So today's a special day with volunteer appreciation. First, I was concerned that people online wouldn't be able to hear, but now we know they are, so we'll proceed with that in a little bit too. So anyway, we're glad you're here today. We are an inclusive community. We welcome and accept all people. So whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual path, you're welcome here at Unity North. We're also part of a greater worldwide unity movement. We are the publishers of the Daily Word magazine, and we've been holding 135 years of prayer vigils through Silent Unity, the prayer ministry of the unity movement. So prayer is the heart and soul of unity. And our prayer chaplain, Rebecca Thompson, from Southern California, is available to pray with us today. We can't see her, but
she's here.
She's there.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, she will be available after service. You can give her a call, and let's see, we may need to say her number when it comes time for announcements. I will do that. Great. And today our production team is Chris.
It's me. Hey!
And also our worship assistant is Wendy. And we're happy to have our musicians, Becky and Adams.
Yay!
Okay. All right. And let's see. I think we'll skip through our vision and mission since we don't have it for all of you to see. And let's just stand together. Well, let's see. How can we do our song?
Well, if we're going to sing for the beauty of the earth, if any words come to you, the refrain at the end of the song is always, Lord of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. So you can at least join us on that.
Let's stand up.
All right.
Or we can change it. There is one power only.
For the beauty of each other, of the day and of night, hill and vale and tree and flower, sun and moon and stars and Lord, to thee we rise, it's our of all praise. For the joy of living life, for the heart and heart's delight, for the mystic harmony, making sense to sound and sight. For to be rise, and something of the time. All the joy of living, sister and shine. We praise all things are on. Gentle peace, Lord, come and smile. Lord, to be rise, and something of the time.
Thank you so very much. I have our favorite duo.
Yes.
I don't know, I can't tell.
Project loud. I gotta project loud.
Yeah, you gotta be loud.
Yeah, talk like you're me.
So thanks to our favorite duo.
Yay.
Yay. We love Amy and Adams. And we love the music. That's so great. I'm Wendy Erickson, your worship assistant today. This is the time in our service when we greet one another. And I am a great visual person. So I'm waving to everybody online. So there you go. But yeah, so we're not going to ask you to turn on your cameras. Because we know.
Hang on, I got everybody in the room here now. Ah.
To you. So, if anyone is here and visiting us for the first time, we welcome you to our service.
And this is not normal.
Oh, what?
I said this is not normal. This,
Okay. Yeah. So, if you're here in person in the sanctuary, we'd like to know more about Amy. Please see me, Reverend Kathy, or the ushers, and we'll get information and answers to you. If we don't know them specifically, we'll find the answers. For new visitors online, we do have a chat function. Is it working today, right now?
Yep.
Yep, okay. So you can leave your information there. It is private, secure. We don't share it with anybody. And you can leave your questions and your information, and we will get back to you, we promise. Okay, so, and again, we welcome you all wherever you are on your spiritual journey. This is so delightful. All right. Well, we're going to continue now for our prayer requests. So we're going to have everybody just kind of get comfortable, take a breath or two, breathing in, peace, love, and joy. As we exhale, we're releasing stress, worry, and fear as we release air. Instead of saying our requests out loud, we invite you to speak a name or prayer request silently in the sanctuary or loud in the privacy of your home, and let us hold these requests in silence. We give thanks in advance for answered prayers, and we say thank you, God, and so it is. Amen.
And Reverend Kathy will share a prayer request with everyone right now.
The prayers for Candy, she is back in the hospital. So
Oh.
I invite to hold the highest and best outcome for her health and healing. We just take a moment and also add the spirit of joy and laughter as that seems to resonate with her ability to heal. So we give thanks for a rapid and complete recovery for Candy. And so it is. Amen.
And for those of you, if you couldn't hear online, that was for Candy. Okay. All right. Please remain centered and still as I read our daily word. Today's daily word for Sunday, November 23rd, 2025. I rest securely, knowing I am divinely protected. Protection is more than physical safety. It is the deep assurance that no harm can befall me at the level of spirit. I am guided and sustained by the infinite intelligence and love of spirit. This protection is not fear-based, but faith-based. A deep understanding that no matter what appears in the outer world, the Christ presence within me is my enduring spiritual protection. This awareness helps me put the news of the world in proper perspective. As I align my thoughts and feelings with spiritual truth, I feel safe. Affirming divine protection allows me to live boldly, knowing I am not alone. I believe in the prayer for protection, which assures me I am surrounded, enfolded, and protected by the presence and power of God. From Psalm 91, verse 11, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all ways. For Sunday, November 23rd, the daily word is protected. I rest securely, knowing I am divinely protected. And now, Amy and Adams will prepare us for meditation.
There's a holy assurance as we go beyond His ways. In the presence of the Lord is and His praise. The presence of the Lord is in His place. I can feel the mighty power and the praise. There's a holy assurance. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
So I invite you to sit back and close your eyes, find a comfortable position, and begin to relax your mind and body for meditation. As you take several deep breaths, say to yourself, I am completely and fully relaxed. As you feel that wave of relaxation move from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet and back around. And allow me to speak the words for you, taking them in as your own. I open my eyes, ears, and heart to the goodness all around me. Rather than focus on moments of dramatic change, I focus instead on the slight, steady, constant flow of improvement in my life. In every circumstance, in each encounter, I find a small hidden blessing. I allow God to guide me into new eyes, clearer vision, the insight necessary to count and encounter my abundance. My desire to see my abundant blessings gives me eyes to see. My desire to hear my blessings gives me ears to hear. And the desire of my heart to encounter and explore my blessings opens my inner horizons to the expansive and beautiful. I choose to see and build upon the good of every moment. I consciously and concretely build a life of gratitude. Gratitude is life's magnet, attracting our good, especially as it is expressed in advance. Deep at the center of my being, there is an infinite well of gratitude. I now allow this gratitude to fill my heart, my body, my mind, my consciousness, my very being. This gratitude radiates out from me in all directions, touching everything in my world, and returns to me as more to be grateful for. The more gratitude I feel, the more I am aware that the supply is endless. I take a few moments in the silence now to send prayers of thanksgiving wherever my heart guides me. I am grateful for the beauty and the many wonders of creation and all of my abundant blessings. I am grateful for sentient beings everywhere. And for all of my gifts, and for this season of gratitude. I say thank you, God, and so it is. Amen.
One of the things I'm very grateful for, and one of the many things, is the miracles of nature and going outside and just observing. So this song is about that. It could have had 50 verses, but I had to narrow it down to 3. I think it's beautiful.
Butterfly, frosty night, for my eyes, it's a falling star. Picture can't forget this out. I think it's you. Thank you, I'm I get to stop. Beautiful, thank you. I love you. Thank you, God, I love you. All through the northern air, time is everywhere. Filling me up with hand. This must be not. It smells like air. I think it's beautiful. Thank you, I love it so beautiful. Thank you, I love it. The tiniest so amazing what God has been creating. I've been sunset changing the sky and clouds are landing like the water color painting. Evolving from the past and I think it's so beautiful. Thank you, I love it. I get so beautiful. Thank you, I love it. Thank you, I love it. I love it.
Thank you. Beautiful song. Well, today, as we celebrate Thanksgiving, we want to take a few moments and honor and express gratitude to our volunteers before I start into my lesson. The volunteers are the lifeblood of this ministry and have been through the years, making everything we do as a spiritual center possible. We have many volunteers who you can see, as well as those working behind the scenes, often quietly and unknown. And it's always easy to miss someone in saying names aloud. So rather than run through a list of your names, I'm going to mention some of the volunteer jobs to give you all an idea of the support that is required for Unity North to thrive. So we have our usher coordinator and our ushers. The coordinator does all of the training and scheduling and filling in as needed, and the ushers show up early every Sunday and open the church, turn everything on, greet people, make sure all is running smoothly, and then they turn it all off after service and close up. I wonder what happened today, usher. My Sunday service production team, which includes audio and sound techs, they help produce the Sunday services in person and on Zoom, as well as any special events or special classes. We have a fabulous team of 5. 3 do audio and 2 do Zoom and PowerPoint. And we would be happy to have even more support. So if you have interest in this area, let us know. Our worship assistants support the minister during Sunday service, leading prayer, reading the daily word, doing the offering and announcements, and being aware of whatever may be needed. Our bookkeeper and our accounts payable person have the important job of helping to keep track of our finances. Our outreach co-chairs and team, they oversee and create monthly family table, which provides free food to the community each month. And then they act as liaisons to Family Promise, which helps to support the homeless. And they oversee the Adoptive Family Program, in which we help families with gifts at Christmas time. Outreach helps with additional community support as well. We have a hospitality coordinator and others helping to see over hospitality and snacks for Sundays, as well as special gatherings or feasts. And for all of you who bring food to share on special holidays or other occasions. Other volunteer jobs include buying supplies, creating welcome packets, writing, creating, editing, and sending out the newsletter, as well as any articles or flyers, coordinating the book area and keeping books straight in the lending library. Our adult education coordinator teaches classes and works with me to plan our adult education through the year and adult teachers for classes. Our youth and family director organizes our youth and family program, working with both kids and parents and lesson plans. We're grateful for her. And Sunday school, YES stands for Young Enlightened Spirits. Yes, teachers. Uniteam sponsors for our tweens, and YRU sponsors for our teens. And also nursery support people for our babies and toddlers. Our volunteer jobs include serving as a prayer chaplain, praying for and with others. There's an opportunity there. Also, if you'd like to be a prayer chaplain, please see me or Wendy Erickson. We also have our coordinator of the healing team and serving as a healing facilitator on that team, and other healing facilitators doing healing sessions for others. And again, if you have interest in that area, see me or Cindy. Wave your hand, Cindy. Coordinator of decorating and keeping the church looking beautiful, being part of the decorating team. Also IT support, helping with special events, special services, fundraising, auction, graphic design, and website. Our website takes many hours of loving support. Our social media, that's another big opportunity. We very much need more social media help. So please see me if you have a gift in that area and can help with that. Also, we have property upkeep, including gardening, which also takes a lot of time and love. We have an amazing expansion team, which has been working for the growth and improvement of Unity North for the last several years. And we always have room for more volunteers on that team as well. And of course, board members serve in a volunteer capacity also, helping to oversee the business and the policies of Unity North. And I would be remiss if I did not mention staff, our administrative assistant and facility manager. In my experience, staff members are paid, but they also volunteer a lot of time beyond their designated hours, and that is certainly true here. Also, our facility manager has gone to Arizona for 5 of the winter months this year, and several board members are now overseeing those usual tasks. There may be some jobs throughout the year that I have missed naming. Some of you have worked at one thing, others have served in many different ways. Some of you are newer and just taking it all in at this point. But if you've not gotten involved in serving as a volunteer, please let me know if you're interested. Also, if you want to help, but you're not certain how, we can certainly brainstorm it together. For those volunteers who are here today and who are online as well, you know who you are. For those who are in person, we have a small gift for you. So please pick it up as you leave the sanctuary today. And if you're one of our online volunteers, we'll mail it to you. If you do not receive it, please send us a quick email and let me know, or write to Brandy, my assistant, at unity@unitynorthmn.org, and we will send your gift to you. If you are usually with us in person but happen to be online today, just ask us about it next week. When you return, your gift will still be waiting. And I'll show you what it is. We do something different every year. This year, it's a special water bottle, different colors, says, "Thank you for being awesome." So, anyway, thank you all so much for all you do. You make an amazing difference in helping Unity North Spiritual Center be the wonderful community that it is. Your loving service and support is deeply appreciated. And let's speak our special unity blessing for all of our volunteers. And I'll say it first. It's we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. Together,
We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, we behold the Christ in you.
And now let's just give yourselves a big hand and some cheers. All right. That's great. Okay. I'm going to have a song before, and I just to give a break to my voice, but that's all right. I'll move right into my talk. I'm asking for your forgiveness in advance. You know, my family told me to stop telling Thanksgiving jokes, but I said I just couldn't stop the whole turkey. The best thing about Thanksgiving is you get to practice your "I'm so full grown" for Christmas. So let's hear that one. Come on. Excellent. You're going to be ready. Well, the best way to tell if you've eaten too much for Thanksgiving or Christmas is if you have to let your bathrobe out. Gratitude is one of life's most powerful and yet sometimes most elusive forces. I know what you might be thinking. Gratitude in this economy, in this crazy world, in this crazy country, feels a bit like trying to find a quiet place to meditate in the middle of a heavy metal concert. But that's exactly why we need it. Let us explore what it means to acknowledge our blessings in a way that feels real and relevant, whether you're thanking a higher power, the universe, or just your really good friend who remembered to pick up groceries on the way to your house. You know, the truth is we are naturally wired to complain. If something's going wrong, we're quick to point it out. It's a survival mechanism that is meant to keep us safe from early times. But the downside is that we often overlook the good, treating it as something expected. Today, let us all rewire that a bit. You know, there's a story that tells how quickly we can take things for granted. Two old friends ran into each other on the street several weeks before Thanksgiving. And the first one said to the other, "You look absolutely miserable. What's going on? You look like the world is ended." And the guy said, the sad fellow, I could call him, said, "You know, well, you wouldn't believe it, but several weeks ago, my Uncle Fred died, and I barely remember him from childhood, and he left me $40,000. And the friend said, "Well, that's a real blessing. And he said, yeah, but that's not all of it. He said, last week, a relative I've never met died and left me $75,000 free and clear. And his friend said, well, I'm really confused. Why are you looking so glum? And he said, well, this week there was nothing. The problem is, we're all a bit like that guy, aren't we? We get used to the constant stream of good things in our lives, the roof over our heads, the food on our tables, the electricity that powers our homes and our churches. Expectations, not gifts. We may tend to stop seeing the daily blessings and only notice when something is missing. Gratitude is not just a spiritual concept. It has scientifically proven benefits. Studies show regular gratitude practice is linked to the higher levels of happiness and optimism, improved physical health, reduced negative emotions, and stronger relationships. It is a universal strength that helps to shift our perspective, transforming our hearts, even when circumstances remain challenging. So practicing gratitude, even for small things like a working car, can change how we view situations. A story from the book of Luke in Scripture tells of 10 lepers who were healed by Jesus. Leprosy caused complete social isolation in that time. Anyway, after being healed, only one of the 10, a Samaritan, returned to thank Jesus, and Jesus noted the absence of the other 9. So this story illustrates how easy it is to receive blessings and become preoccupied with returning to normal life, forgetting to pause and express thanks for what has been given. It prompts us to consider if we are like the 9 who rush back to their lives, or the one who stopped to acknowledge the blessing. Why is gratitude hard sometimes? Well, it can be challenging for several reasons, often rooted in human psychology and modern life, requires conscious effort to counter our natural tendencies toward comparison and sometimes a focus on negativity. So gratitude is hard because of one, the negativity bias. The human brain has an evolutionary negativity bias, a tendency to pay more attention to negative events and potential threats than positive ones. This helped our ancestors survive by keeping them alert to danger. In modern life, this bias means we often focus more heavily on our problems or on setbacks, or things that are missing, which can overshadow the blessings that are working well in the background. 2, another reason gratitude is hard is because of adaptation and the hedonic treadmill. And we adapt remarkably quickly to positive changes or new possessions, a phenomenon known as the hedonic treadmill. That's spelled Hedonic. Hedonic treadmill. When we first get something new or reach a goal, we feel this surge of happiness and gratitude. However, the feeling fades as the new circumstance becomes our new normal. So the blessing becomes an expectation, and we immediately start seeking the next thing to make us happy, making it hard to maintain the gratitude we already have. And then the third reason gratitude can be hard is social comparison. It's common sometimes to compare our lives, our possessions, our circumstances with those of others, especially with the constant highlight reels now seen on social media. When we compare ourselves to people who appear to have more or better lives, our own blessings can seem insufficient or less valuable, dampening feelings of gratitude. And then there's entitlement and expectation. So sometimes a sense of entitlement can make gratitude difficult when we believe we're owed certain things. And then the next one is busyness and distraction. So our fast-paced lives are filled with distractions and the pressure to constantly do more and achieve more. And this busyness often leaves little time for reflection or mindfulness, or simply pausing to appreciate the present moment and the blessings within it. So gratitude requires a conscious pause, which can be difficult to manage amidst constant hustle. And then challenging circumstances. Perhaps the most obvious reason is life can be genuinely difficult. During times of stress or loss or hardship, feeling grateful can feel tone deaf or impossible. So while it's still possible to find small things to be grateful for, even in hardship, the weight of the difficult circumstances makes practicing gratitude an immense challenge. So cultivating gratitude daily involves integrating small, consistent actions and shifts in mindset into your routine until gratitude becomes a habit. So the goal is to train your brain to notice positive experiences and blessings more readily, counteracting the natural negative bias. So here are some really practical ways to cultivate gratitude daily and incorporate it into your routine. First, morning reflection. Start your day with a positive tone by taking a few minutes to think about 3 things you're grateful for as you have your morning coffee or as you're getting ready. And next, bedtime review. So end your day by reflecting on 3 positive events or moments that happened and why they made you feel grateful. This can also improve your sleep quality. Another one is to pair it with existing habits. So attach a moment of gratitude to something you already do regularly, such as your exercise routine or walking to your car or brushing your teeth. And then there's gratitude journaling. This is a popular, effective method. So you write down 3 to 5 very specific things you're grateful for each day. And specific, not just my family, but the laughter my family shared over dinner. And then another one is expressing thanks to others, of course. Make gratitude a social practice. Say thank you with intention. And, just to somebody who's randomly helping you, you don't even know. Write notes or messages. Send a text, an email, a handwritten note to a friend or family member or coworker. And then there's the gratitude visit. For a powerful impact, write a detailed letter to someone who profoundly affected your life, and then arrange to meet them and read it in person. Create a gratitude jar. Decorate a jar, fill it with slips of paper, detailing positive experiences of things you're grateful for. And when you're feeling down, just call a few out and read them. It will cheer you up. And then there's mindset shifts, practicing mindfulness. Be present in the moment. Use your senses to appreciate what is around you. The taste of your food, the feel of the breeze, the sounds you hear. And then reframe negative thoughts. When you catch yourself dwelling on a problem, try to find a positive aspect or lesson learned from the challenge. And lower the bar. Be grateful for the simple, everyday things that are often overlooked, like having a reliable car, fresh drinking water, the comfort of a warm bed, and then perform acts of kindness, doing favors for others or volunteering for a cause that you care about. And that can foster a deeper sense of gratitude for what you have and boost your mood. The consistency is the best practice, the one you will stick with, even if it's just for a few minutes daily. And then finally, the alphabet exercise. This is easy to remember. So the rule is be specific and honest and just go through the alphabet when you feel like you need it. So for example, A for air conditioning, you know. Keep going here.
Yeah.
Well, air conditioning because it's too hot somewhere. B, my soft bed I get to sleep in tonight. C, my hot, strong coffee this morning. D, my dog Dexter and his goofy tail wags. E, electricity. He's charging. All right. F, my friend Sarah, who always calls at the right time. G, my new pair of running gloves. H, my health, most of it anyway. I for internet access, keeping me connected to the world. J, a fresh jar of jam to go with the peanut butter I bought yesterday. Sometimes you have to get real creative. K, my reliable keys that always start my car. And we're gonna have less keys this morning. It's Jennifer. We have a shed outside and lawnmower in it. She can't do the work. Somewhere in our yard, she dropped the keys to the shed and the lawnmower, and there are piles of leaves out there, all kinds of things. So gratitude for the keys already found, right?
Yes.
Okay. L for the power of laughter after a long day. M, the moon I saw last night. And neighbors who were quiet for once. How the smell of outside after the rain. P, my new pen that writes so smoothly. Q, a moment of quiet right now. R, a roof over my head, warmth and shelter. S, a warm pair of fuzzy socks. T, the tree outside my window that provides shade. U, my ability to understand new concepts. V, the fresh vegetables in my fridge. W, clean running water, a true luxury. X, my ex-boss, for teaching me what exactly I don't want in a job. Y, the beautiful bright yellow sun shining today. And Z, a cozy state of being in the zone while working on a problem. So the point of the exercise is not just to necessarily finish the whole alphabet, but to force your brain to actively look for the good things that exist in your immediate environment. It breaks the cycle of negative rumination and redirects focus toward appreciation. Sometimes the shift in perspective is the biggest blessing of all. A few years ago in a town experiencing civil unrest and riots, a small bakery owner was very worried about his business. Looting was happening all around them. As a family, they decided to give away all the food in the bakery to help people in need, trusting in a higher power to provide for them. So after a very dark night filled with chaos, the baker went to his shop at dawn, and every nearby food business had been destroyed. But to his utter astonishment, his bakery was completely untouched. He humbly thanked God for the miracle. When he told his family, his 12-year-old son Roger looked up and said, "Papa, I know why our store was protected. It's because we gave away all our food." So this story can be looked at several ways. You know, it can be remind us that an attitude of gratitude and generosity opens us up to possibilities, not limitations. It can also be that because they took the food out of the store, there was nothing to be gained. But the baker's focus was not on what he might lose, but on what he could give. And that intentional choice shifted his reality. Gratitude is not just a response to receiving, it can be an action that precedes the blessing. So, you know, we often are focus our thanks on the big things, family, health, freedom. These are crucial, absolutely, but true gratitude is found in the everyday, in the very fabric of our existence. It's about being thankful for the universe itself. Think about it, the air in our lungs, the intricate workings of our bodies, the sun that rises every morning. A few weeks ago, I found myself complaining about the rain, which it was coming down really hard. I was going to go to the store. It meant I had to stay inside. And I realized how completely ungrateful that was. The rain's part of the amazing ecosystem that keeps this planet alive and thriving. So catching ourselves in those negative thoughts. Gratitude helps us navigate life's challenges by allowing us to see the good even during difficult times. Ultimately, cultivating thankfulness leads to greater happiness and a more joyful life. Thanksgiving is certainly a time to feel that. So Johnny Carson once said, Thanksgiving is an emotional holiday. People travel thousands of miles to be with people they only see once a year, and then discover once a year is way too often. May you have a special Thanksgiving this year, whether with family, friends, or on your own. And here's a final story I want to share. A woman writes, one year our grandma decided to give us all the same gift for Thanksgiving, an ugly sweater she had knitted herself. As we opened our gifts from Grandma, we all tried to be polite and grateful, but it was clear none of us were thrilled with the gift. Grandma had started to knit a few months before, so none of the sweaters fit us properly. And the arms were in weird places. Seriously, no one is shaped like that. She had tried to knit a turkey on the front of my brother's sweater, but instead of looking cute and festive, the turkey looked like something out of a horror movie. At first, we were all a little disappointed. But as we started to put them on, we realized they were actually kind of fun. When we saw how happy Grandma was, and as we laughed and joked with each other, we knew this was the best Thanksgiving gift we could have ever received. The sweaters quickly became a running joke within the family. Every year, we would buy each other a new ugly sweater to wear, and we would compete to see who could find the best one. So thank you, Grandma, for making our favorite Thanksgiving tradition. We will always cherish our ugly sweaters and the memories that go along with them. So let us make a conscious effort this week in this holiday season to practice gratitude, to count our blessings, and to appreciate the present moment. God bless you. Happy Thanksgiving.
It's okay.
It should be actually. It was amazing how you timed electricity coming on with your breath.
Yeah.
This is a song I wrote. We didn't use it.
working.
What?
We can hear you.
Just talk loud.
Okay. Too early says that. This is a song that I wrote after attending. Actually, we did music for it. God, it's a gift. I can feel it in my lungs. From the first breath of the morning, the lavender is gone. If I hold it just a moment, I can feel it. Thank God for the big gifts. Thank God for the small. Thank God for the ministry. Sun, Lord, and the light. for thy blessing on. Thank God for it all. Thank God for it all. Each breath, each note, each silence creates my secret. Then on my heart, it's come inside of me. The I may not be master, it's still my song to play. Don't let me play this song for you. It might just take your breath. Thank God for the big song. Thank God for the song. Thank God for the singer. May you sing the more in the song. It's broken when you fall. Thank God for the song. Thank God for the song. God has laid its gift just beyond my reach. But I can still be thankful and let them know the dreams. I can still have what I have destined for. Thank God for it all. Thank God for it all. Sang my sleep, and we set her soul to rest. She could not save this life she loved, though she had tried her best. I placed a dozen roses on the grave where she'd been laid. I thought I heard a whisper, and here is what she said. Thank God for the lifetime, thank God for the day, thank God for the troubles, and thank God who made a way. My gifts are up, and I am letting go. Thank God for it all. Thank God for the lifetime, thank God for the pain. Thank God for the troubles, and thank God who made a way. In life, for when lives let you go. Thank God for it all.
Your gift of music. A bunch of these were written by them. I know that. So that was very fun. Thank you. Thank you. They were all written by you? Except for the hymn. That one's too? All right. Cool. That is so cool. All right. This is the time in our service when we bless our offerings. We invite you to go to our website. Nothing's going to be on the screen. So, and find the donation button on the home page and give your offering there. For those of you in our building, please leave your offering in the basket by the door as you leave the sanctuary. If you prefer to mail a check, you can send it to our address, which again you will find on our website. So let us speak our offering together. Do I have that on here? Yes, I do. All right, are you ready?
Divine love flowing through me now blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful. Now we're going to have an offering song. In all you say and do, God has freely given and freely gives today. If we would be his disciples, then we would do the same. We would be his disciples. We must do the same. Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you for that music. And community news. Maybe.
You can go ahead and do it.
Woohoo! All right. Okay. For today, our prayer chaplain is Rebecca Thompson. She's in California. Her phone number, 424-400-9011. The healing facilitator is myself, Wendy Erickson, and I'll be out by the Buddha, bubbling booba, out there, and ready to help anybody. So, our Winter Wonders Holiday Auction, live, going. Make sure you go and check out our auction. You wouldn't believe how much is already kind of called, but you know, it's an auction, so you can always up the bid. You want something? Make people want it. All right. So it will remain live until December 7th at 8 p.m. Central. So you still have shopping hours.
My kind, I can do it in my slippers.
Healing
Healing
team has some questions for us. Please respond to their request on an information form that we have provided. And you can find it near the Buddha in the back hallway. Fill it out and then place it in the white box nearby. So next Sunday is our Advent Week 1 and holiday potluck. So we're kind of doing two things. Music will be Sarah and Nancy. Yay! And there's going to be a shine up seat. A shine up seat. Yeah, that works. A sign up sheet is in the narthex. Please do so. Put up today what you're bringing.
There's only like 3 things out there right now, so we need people to put stuff up there so we know what to expect for next week.
So, yeah. So basically it's going to be slim pickings otherwise, folks. Come on. And we usually have so much fun at this, so it would be lovely to have that signed up. All right. I'm bringing ham, just so you know. Let's see here. And then coming up, of course, we have all of our holiday services. We got December 21st, which is week 4 of Advent, December 28th, Burning Bowl, January 4th, Whitestone. Put these on your calendar, and January 9th on Zoom, which is a Friday. Caveat, notation, please. So that's our 12 power service. And that one is a little bit longer, a little bit fun, and it's Reverend Kathy and Rhonda that will be doing it. So, and that is our announcements. We need our community affirmation.
Wait, no, Mary needs to come up. Don't forget
Mary? Uh-oh, it didn't print. Mary's coming up.
Rats, I thought I got away with not having to have a microphone. Shucks. Well, I am so grateful. I am so grateful for all of you. Look at all of you guys out here. I was sitting up front. I didn't get to see you. And when that song, I'm grateful in our giving, I don't know if many of you got to see Dawn and Kevin fill up our box up there, but they were just smiling. They were so happy to fill up that box. So thank you so much, you guys. And look at that. Look at that cute guy staring at us. He is very, very cute. And don't worry, I have more boxes. And I'll bring, looks like I need bigger boxes. And I will be bringing lots of bigger boxes. I also heard from Alexander House, and we got some things cleared up. A little bit different than last year. We do not have to sort our gifts by the groupings in the shop. Don't have to do that. Just put them all in the box. I'll get more decorated. Don't worry. Also, for the food this year, Target is generously giving them most of the food, but for some reason, they're not giving them the instant mashed potatoes and gravy packets. Now, you think Target could cough up some gravy packets, but I don't quite understand that. But anyway, that's the one thing that Amanda from Alexander House asked me if I could spearhead that to get some. They need at least 121 gravy packets. So I priced them at Cub, and the McCormick are 4 for $5, and the Essential brand is 79 cents a piece. And I didn't get, yes, that's a gravy packet. And I don't usually go to Aldi, so I don't know what the price is there. But if any of you can help get that 121, let me know, and we'll try and fill up that box too. And gift cards, Diana was also on the ball this week and brought in some gift cards, but Walmart is being poopy again this year, and they refuse to give a receipt for the gift cards. They said it's a non-returnable gift and you don't need a gift receipt. So, but we're gonna figure that out, but you know what?
Give a regular receipt with it. I mean,
Yes, I got a regular receipt, but she had 3 cards. So we're gonna make it work. I got a copier. I'm gonna make it work. So, and also, they are accepting donations for Linus, their Linus Pet Haven. And I'm going to have, Brandy is working on that for me. I sent all my emails about it to Chris, and he did nothing. Yeah. What is he worth anyway, you know? Why do we have him around? Yes. But Brandy will be sending out a notice to you all about the Linus House project also. And I will have a special box for all the dog stuff. They're very particular about the dog stuff. They take just as good care of their pets that coming in than they do their moms. And they want to make sure everything's clean and the dog isn't the dog or the cat aren't traumatized by smells from other dogs and cats and anything that would trigger anything with them. So, and Brandy and I will be getting that out to you later on. And I think that's just about it. And if anybody needs a hug, Dawn said we could give that big guy a little hug there. But don't get him dirty. Don't get him dirty. Thank you, everybody, and I'm so grateful for you all. You're all wonderful. And Kathleen's, wow. And Kathleen is pointing at me. What?
I'm not pointing at you, I'm pointing at Miss Rachel because she seems to be raising her hand.
Oh,
Are we collecting mashed potatoes as well as?
no, Target's coming through with the mashed potatoes. I guess someone from there is talking to their vendor, and they're going to get, there's a special mashed potato vendor, instant mashed potato vendor, I guess.
Yeah, who would think? There's somebody that dries all those potatoes and puts them in the box. So anyway, Target is taking care of that, just, they don't know about it, I guess. Yes, Kathleen, what do you want?
Will I have an announcement like I never have an announcement?
I thought finally, I got,
Last week.
I had the whole
You
four
had last week.
all to myself.
All to yourself. Not today. No, I just want
Here's,
to.
wait. Everybody, here's my boss, Kathleen.
Obvious. At least she gave me the microphone. All right, I just want to put 2 dates out there for you too, as well as December 7th. Not only is the day that we're going to do the wrap up of Adoptive Family, it is also the youth's bake sale that day. So bring your gifts and your cash for treats after service, and then coming back in January for our second time is the chili cook-off. So plan your ideas and your menus, because on January 25th, the youth are going to host the chili cook-off again. So just 2 days to remember, the 7th of December and the 25th of January. And this won't be the final announcement on those, just an FYI. Of course, emails will be coming. Okay. Affirmation slide. There we go. All right, everybody, join me, please, in our affirmation. Centered in prayerful intention, we give thanks for an overflowing abundance of spiritual awakening, prosperity, new members and children for Unity North Spiritual Center. Yahoo! And now we're going to have our prayer of protection with Kathy.
Right. I invite you to stand for our prayer for protection. And let's give our production team a hand. Good job today. Couldn't have done it without you. It's great. And thank you to Wendy for doing both worship assistant and Eli. And special thank you to Amy and Adams. Great job today. All right, together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And I'm so glad we got the PowerPoint on so you could see the next one. Oh, never mind. Let's wait. Let's do our peace song first. Sorry.
You had to see the ugly sweaters.